Ruby embraced this new chapter with boundless enthusiasm and love infusing every corner of our new home and community. Now, as we stand on the precipice of a future without her physical presence, we must carry forth her legacy with grace and reverence. As a wife and mother, Ruby's devotion knew no bounds, extending to her children, grandchildren, and the wider family. Her unwavering love illuminated our lives, casting a radiant glow that will endure long after her passing. Though her absence leaves a void in our hearts, we find solace in our cherished memories. Ruby, beloved wife and mother, your spirit lives on in the echoes of laughter and the warmth of shared moments. Though you may have departed too soon, the love remains etched upon our souls for eternity. Until we meet again, know that you are deeply missed and your memory will forever be cherished.
As they also give their tribute together with grandchildren, please let me.
Before I get started, I want to take the time first and foremost to thank everybody for being here. Those of you who knew what she was going to do and made yourselves available for her, I want to send a deep thank you to you. Every conversation that we did went a long way. I think the worst part about being here in these situations to say such nice things about somebody is that we missed the opportunity to do it when we were around. That might be the toughest part. I think myself and my brothers had a lot of time. We missed 5 years. We had 38 years, 36, 35 years with my mother, but we missed 5 through her sacrifice to bring us here. I think that speaks to who she is. The sacrifices she made, I know a lot of people would be hard pressed to do the same. The life that she lived, and I'm grateful. The Lord blessed me with a mother that taught me about selflessness, taught me about giving from your heart and not out of duty. Things that we live with. Her spirit is something that we won't lose. You don't lose a spirit like that. It's ingrained in all of us. As I look around and how many people have showed up, knowing there are more to come. We've all been impacted by her, whether that's directly or through one of us that we know. So I take a big thank you for everybody that's shown up. I think when we look at how selfless she was, one of the big pieces for me is I am the last of 3, but I'm not her last son. The way she took Solomon, I do have a little brother, so that is something that goes to show how far she's willing to go for other people, how much she's willing to do for somebody else to get an opportunity. We got the best of her as a parent. I think you're supposed to make sure your children have more opportunities than you have. Speak more life into them than was spoken to you. Just make sure that they have more than what you have, and that's something that we definitely got from her. I think the only thing that I wish we had more time to do was to let her enjoy life some more. Let her live life without having to work as hard as she was. What does bring me a little bit of joy is that in the last couple of years, myself and my brothers have been able to show her that there is nothing that she needs that she would not have. The way we were growing up, we had everything available. There's nothing that she's needed recently that we did not make available to her. And although we couldn't give her the enjoyment of life that we wanted to, I think we did give her the peace in knowing that everything will be taken care of while she's here, while she's gone.
you guys know, like I said, I'm kind of the last son in my team. I remember that the first time I was in Canada, and then they said I was going to be moving to Canada. And he said, well, he's visiting, bringing soon, I will take good care of him. Obviously, he was never for sure of that. She took me in and said, there's nothing, I never laughed. She was there for my first car. On my first day of college, she was there with me. She was so hardworking and told me I've always been great. I remember, as my room was so close to her, at night, anytime she was praying, so we played prayers. For God to make me great. And she said, after you lose someone you really love. I'm thankful for her for the guidance that she gave me to be younger, to go for my dreams. I'm also thankful also for her for her two sons right here because you guys have been real big brothers to me. And I think I didn't call you guys for it. The way she raised you guys, I definitely see it in her. How selfless, how helpful, and the guidance you guys have been able to give me. I'm really thankful, and I want to say thanks for everything that you've done for me. I'll continue to be great and make you proud. Thank you.
Everybody can stand here and tell you how good of a woman she was. But I'm here to tell you how great of a mother she was. There was never any time, anything that we needed, that she was not there for us. And as everybody knows, mothers were hard. Very hard. I remember times when she was working 3 jobs, sometimes even 4, just to get home and see us off at school, or even if she couldn't, just to call us and make sure we were okay. We knew everything that she did was to provide and get us all to the place that we are today. I am today without the blessings that she put upon all of us. It's hard that you really don't understand some things until you are in that position. Having children of my own, and even I understand more and more. In the midst of the dances, oh, my mother loved to dance. We're gonna miss her singing. Most important, I'm just gonna miss her voice. She was a God-fearing woman. God-fearing. She was a God-fearing woman. She raised us all in church. Even on times when we didn't want to go, we were all going. She would get off work, the third job, tired, just tired, but we were all going to church. I can remember her wine moments when she used to sit there with me and she would pray and she would say, "My name is Ruby, and I will live forever and ever, over 100+ years." I really didn't understand it. But lately I was reading the Bible, and what dwelt upon me was, we don't look at the things which are seen, for the things which are seen are temporary, but the things which are not seen are eternal. So, Mama, I'm here to tell you, we may not see you anymore. You may not be here with us anymore. But you are eternally in every single one of us and every single person in here. Your spirit dwells, your soul lives. And I'm just thankful. Don't worry about us. Because the lessons you gave us and the things you taught us, we're going to look after each other just like you did. And each single one of us are going to make sure we're okay. Your job is done. Relax. And I know you're up in heaven because you can't sit still asking the Lord, what can I do? So take your time and rest a little bit until the Lord gives you your next mission.
I still call her mommy. There's so many words that come into mind when you think about her. But two that I know are fitting is genuine. There's no one more genuine than she was. And loving. She was a loving woman. Pastor said something today. He said we all expected her to live about 90 years or so. And myself included. Just growing up, I saw how much she loved to bless people. She just loved to bless you. So when I got to college, I would stop answering her phone calls whenever she called on special occasions. Because I always wanted to have the voicemail of her blessing me. I never thought they would stop this early. I thought they would go on for 90 years. Today, what we think about when someone leaves us is the legacy that they leave behind, right? And a lot of time the legacy is the way you remember the person, what they leave you with. But I think, when I think about you, Mom, your legacy is not what you will be remembered by. Your legacy is what people don't know. See, because anyone who knows her knows that she was a behind-the-scenes kind of woman. She didn't need any of it because she was building her mansion in heaven. So that's her legacy. The things that we don't know that she did. Matthew 6:3, when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. That's you in a nutshell. Closing this out, her last days, as she sat on my couch, there was a time that I looked at her and she was just praising God. She was in pain. She was praising God, and she was in pain but praising God.